Let's get that fixed. Why isn't my... Uh-oh. Okay, we're having a little difficulties over here on my end because the stream has disappeared. Okay. We're back. The race has started. We'll be working to get these things synced shortly. In the meantime, welcome to the weekly 80% race, the afternoon edition. This, of course, is the 80% category, which means that runners will be trying to get through all the ZBs, Zebs, Z-E-B-E-S, as quickly as possible and back to their ship without using any major glitches, no crazy out-of-bounds stuff, just quick gameplay and probably a few sequence breaks. I don't know. I don't know if sequence breaks are a thing that happens often in this game, so we'll have to see about that when we get there. Right now, runners are making their way through series, which is pretty much always the same, no matter what category it is. Try to get steamed as little as possible, get steamed a whole bunch anyway. Basic drill. Looks like we've got Galamas who's going to make it back to the elevator first with a 44. 43 for Galen. Chalk's having a little bit of trouble getting up there. Making it there with a 39. And hopefully Armgunner's stream will be caught up shortly. And here we go, get into the game proper. So like usual, our runners will more than likely be going left instead of right. Going to head down and pick up all their early stuff, their morph ball, their first pack of missiles. And then making their way through the planet. And so here's the question as we go through Parlor, is how many people are using Moonfall, which can save a couple of seconds. We've got Galamaz using it, making his way through the climb in Parlor fairly quickly. It's good to see Jay Chalk in. I believe Jay's the bit of a newer runner to Super Metroid in comparison to the others. And there's Gala picking up his morph. I think Jay might also be a little bit behind in terms of his stream. And heading over to get those first missiles. Nice down back from Gala. Making his way through that room the quickest way. Nice alternative strike from Galen. Trying to avoid bouncing as much as possible in that morph ball. And headed back up. So the other question, aside from who's has Moonfall, which seems to only be Galamaz right now, is which route they're going to be taking. If they're going to be taking old route or new route. New route is, I believe, 2 minutes faster if done optimally, but of course it's more dangerous because you have less stuff, less beams, and you take a more dangerous route with fewer items earlier on. Of course, suboptimally, the routes kind of even out, but you don't plan for suboptimal. Nice parley with those good ledge grabs from Gala coming out. Heading down to get his bombs. And our technically second boss fight. Like everything in this game, Optimal Bomb Terizo fight is not free. It's a pretty good fight coming out of Gala. And he is off. Hard part's over. J-Chalk making his way out of Parlor, high-fiving with Gala real quick there. Just a reminder, the climb is not free, even though it's in virtually every category that you could possibly do in this game. It still can be trouble. There's Alcatraz from Galen. Yeah, I'm gonna head down here to early supers, grab the first pack of super missiles, avoiding the spore spawn fight. Get arguably the most important mock ball in the game. Getting those first supers. I believe that Gunnar knows that the race has started. Everybody's readied up in the IRC. Pretty sure that the stream is frozen or was cut accidentally. Hopefully we'll get that taken care of. Meanwhile, Galen's picking up his early supers. Jay's about to head down, running past the hallway to Torian, and Gala's about to pick up his charge beam. The second most important beam in the game. Of course, this being 80%, runners are not going to be picking up the most important beam, which would be grapple. More than likely. I'm assuming that that's a good green hill zone from Gala. Had a little freezing there. Yeah, charge missiles for Galen and supers for Jay. So it looks like Gala is going down. Which needs to imply that he'll be going old route as opposed to new route. New route would head up to Fantoon. So we'll have to see if any of our other runners are going up. It looks like Galen's going down. I expect Jay's going to go down as well. Gala trying to save those missiles. See if he can get off his Craig Quick Quill. The Quaid Quick Quill. Okay, looks like we're trading out Gunnar. Getting another stream set up. Yeah, looks like yep, Got one for the missile quick quill. There's also the charge beam, which is a little bit safer because you can freeze Quaid's arm in place, so it's not blocking the path of the missiles going in to kill him. But if you can pull off the missile quick kill, that's just as good. And for some of us, a little bit easier. And yeah, looks like Jay went down, and Nighty, who's just joining the restream, also went down. So we've got half our runners with their various suits. Oh, and there's Galen demonstrating the charge beam quick kill. It looks like Nighty is a little bit ahead of the other runners. Time-wise, looks like the stream is a little bit ahead of Gala and Galen and Galen. I don't know if it's Galen or Galen. I always switch it up. And we don't know where exactly Jay is because his timer is not on screen. Okay, looks like we're syncing up Nighty with our other runners now. Okay, so now let's see. It looks like Nighty's a little bit behind Galen, but just like ever so slightly. That's pretty good sync right there. Both picking up that E-tank at the same time. Meanwhile, Galen's making his way over to Bubble Mountain after getting us picking up the boots. Arguably another one of the most important items in the game. Let's see, hopefully Jay gets his quick kill off. I'm gonna go pick up his speed boosters so he can go fast. I understand that's the thing that you're supposed to do in these things. And all four runners with their heat protection now. No hell runs. Let's refresh the stream real quick. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, decent recovery from Gala after falling off the platforms. Heading over to get wave missiles and wave beam. Oh. Still comfortably in the lead as far as our restreamers go. And Galen and Nighty are a little bit behind him. And still very close to each other. Looks like that will be the race to watch right now. Just go ahead and get their speed boosters. Meanwhile, Gala's gonna be headed out, going through Frog Speedway to head up to get the first power bombs of the game. And unless he's got something tricky up his sleeve, heading over to take out the ghost, Phantoon. Everybody going old route. I don't expect to see too many surprise route divergences. Some of the runners might pick up a few extra items, a couple of E-tanks or missile packs. But the route should be pretty straightforward from here. Galen and Nighty still real close. Basically, a room or a fanfare away. A room and a fanfare away. So while Gallus headed up, I wanna just take a chance. Say thank you everyone for watching. Ooh, that's a nice red tower. That's a really good red tower from Gala. That's the sort of red tower that newer runners dream about. And of course, thanks to all the participants in today's race. Remember to follow these runners. I know Jay's been working on his 80% and some other categories and fun hacks and stuff. Most of these guys are pretty good at this game. This is not an easy game. So now, as you can see, one of the reasons why he's continuing to stay ahead, Gallo's got 2 E-tanks, whereas the other runners all have 3, which is one of the choices you can make as long as you're secure in being able to survive. Everyone's going to need at least 3 E-tanks by the end of the game. Was that an Alpha Spark from... almost Alpha Spark from Galen. Of course, yeah, everyone's going to need 3 E-tanks to survive Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam. So Gala will be picking up another E-tank at some point. Good red tower out of Galen as well. Making it up there with little problem. Oh! Tough break for Nighty. That's gonna cost some good deal of time, because once the red tower gets desynced, it's hard to make up for it. And so that little bit of a lead that Galen had is gonna extend a bit, as Nighty had to recover from that. Meanwhile, Galama's taking out the ghost. On Galen's stream, of course, he's dropped that power bomb down there to open that door. So they're gonna have to go back down after Phantoon is done, after they pick up their gravity suits. Galamaz is gonna pick up his second and I believe last missile pack of the run. Oh, nice goop spark from Galen. A little ballsy with taking the spark from the other side. Of course, the further back you launch the spark from, the more energy you're going to expend getting across the ocean. Yeah, everybody took old route. Always count on chat. It's like we say in my stream, nothing without my chat. So thanks, Toasty. Yeah, all the runners took old route. Currently, Gala's in the lead. Oh, and there's a deviation that hadn't thought of. So two things on Jay's screen. Jay's went to get early ice, presumably to make a red tower a bit easier. And also showing off the bouncing bomb launcher thing that I know a lot of us didn't even know was a thing that existed. Oh no, Galen, be safe. Galen and Nadi in fairly precarious situations right now with very little health going into the ghost fight. Meanwhile, Gala's picking up his gravity, his frog suit, 19 energy. And we're seeing Nintendo Power Strats on Galen's screen. He enraged Phantoon with that super missile, but at least with Charge Beam, it's a lot easier to survive that. It's a lot easier to survive the enraged state. Looks like he's getting a bit more energy. Yeah, it just looks like he's just gonna keep going with that state, which is gonna make the fight longer. It looks like a similar thing happening on 90 screen. The fight would be a lot longer, but it's to a certain degree is safer. Oh no! Right when I said it, that's a death from Galen to the ghost. And that's why I was saying it's scary to do those sparks across the ocean the way he was doing. Now he's going to start from the beginning. That's a 20-minute loss. And Nighty pulls ahead of him just like that. That's what happens with Phantoon. And that's why that's why New Route, one of the reasons why New Route is such a scary route to face, because you would go to Phantoon without your suit and without your beam. Good on Galen, though, for going ahead and finishing it out. Of course, it's a marathon race situation. You never know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. I think he knows what he's doing, but taking a look at Gala's screen right now with 48 health. As long as he survives Batoon, he'll be okay, because he'll probably pick up that E-Tank that comes right after Batoon. But this is Super Metroid, and anything can happen. And he's good. Making sure not to run into Batoon's dead body, and Gala's through. Heading over, gonna pick up that E-Tank and head into Dre. We'll have to see. A lot of runners do still pick up the Ridley E-Tank as a refill and to take him into Torian. We'll have to see if Gala's going to end up with 3 or 4. But I would suspect he's probably going to end up with 4. And we can have a full. Just the half-halfy. Yeah, the thing, Chabo, I think with the early ice play is that it's really hard to do that optimally. Oh, great. Good Dragon. Blue suit going for a spike suit. So Galamon's picking up a space jump. About to be fidget spinnering around the place. Nighty's finished with the wrecked ship and about to head back down to Norfair. Once it gets out of Hellway. Looks like I missed it, but J-Chalk's trying some X-Factor stress on Phantoon. He needs to be careful. That's a rough strat to try if you're unfamiliar with it, because if you miss those X-Factor shots, you are left basically defenseless until your shots disappear from the screen. So as you can see, like now on J-Chalk's screen, he can't shoot those flames until all of his shots finish rotating around, which can be a bit precarious. Gala's headed up to get his plasma beam. I think a pretty decent time at 27 minutes. And now he's about to head into his Dragon fight. With what looks like right now the exact same health that Gala had coming through the same place. And Jay survived his fight with Phantoon, turning Ice Beam back on. Oh, and again, missing the X Factor shot. It's hurting 90. Oh no! And a death for 90. Oh, not like this. And just like that, Jay's in second place. Oh no. Hopefully Nighty's gonna continue. Because you never know what might happen, especially when you have a race with a lot of runners in it. The more runners, the more mistakes, the more deaths, and the more new players. Sometimes a newer player has the advantage of playing more safely than a more experienced player. And 90's forfeit, unfortunately. GG to 90. Again, follow all of these runners. It does mean something to jump up and join the race. Galen's making his way back down to Craig. J-Chalk's about to pick up his gravity suit, about to go bowling. And Gala's headed down to Lower Norfair to take on the main event. He's all beamed up, all suited up, and ready to go. Yeah, anybody's free to join the weeklies, Frank and Funk. It's not the worst way to get acquainted with the game. And I can promise you, if you do any racing, it's not going to be the first or last race you win or lose. Right, Tosi makes a good point. There's, in terms of any percent, there is a 9 o'clock and an 11 o'clock race every Friday, regardless of what's being restreamed on Speed Gaming. And then there are 80% races at 3 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday as well. So there's always at least 4 80% races every week. To say nothing of the almost daily randomizer races. It looks like Galen wasn't as fortunate with the quick kill this time. Okay, good K-going for Gala, going through those spike platform enemies. And using that charge plasma on those metal pirates, about to head into the main event. This is what you all came here for. It's to find out what's behind this eye door. I'm sorry, 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Thanks, Al. Listen to Al, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. You could do 3 o'clock races if you want to, but you won't have as many people, likely. I don't know why I said 3 o'clock. Because this race is at 3 o'clock. Good Ridley from Gala. Getting Ridley to admit that he's dead is not free either. It's always amazing to me when a runner ends skipping the Ridley E-Tank, just going in with 3, no safety. You can take some hits from Intorian. But I suspect that Jay and Galen are at least going to get that E-Tank and have a little bit of safer time. Though doubtful that Galamaz is going to need it. And you never know. Yeah, he might head up into Torian or head up into Gauntlet on the way into Torian and pick up an E-Tank there. He might decide to go down to Blue Brinstar and pick up an E-Tank there. Anything could happen. It's still Super Metroid. But I doubt it. I'm pretty sure Galamaz is just making a beeline straight to Torian, straight to Mother Brain, and straight to the ship. Checking in with Chalk, he's headed up, about to take on his Botswoon fight. I missed it. He might have picked up Crab Supers. This looks like he's got 15 super missiles. runners will typically pick up 15 to 25 missiles, and usually 10 to 15 super missiles. And any percent depending on their comfort level and what they need. Oh, come on, Jay. You don't need to keep getting hit like this. Valiant effort again, and big ups to Galen for continuing with the race after the death. This is a game where runners, aside from maybe like a Contra race or something, where runners are often gonna die, and it only makes sense to keep going if you can. He's about halfway through the game at that point. If it were death maybe in Torian, then it might be a little different. And Gallows now made his way back through Torian, back through Lower Norfolk, back to Torian, back through Meridia. We'll probably skip stopping at the ship. And head straight down to the robot bionic chicken brain monster. Items. Yeah, it's kind of just personal preference how many items you're going to pick up and which items you're going to pick up. And usually it comes down to if you're going to end up having to farm somewhere or pick up another item. Of course, you want to pick up as few items that you can, because every item is more time. But you also don't want to waste time trying to farm or find a missile or super missile. So you'll find that some stuff works for some people, and other people never try, so they don't know. So Gallus past G4 now. Look, Frank and Funk, don't let anybody give you any trash about still picking up Spacer. There's nothing wrong with Spacer. It's a beam. Some grouping strats by Gala. The 25. Okay, looks like he's gonna have plenty of ammo to take down Mother Brain 1. That's true. World record gas phaser. Sorry for my notifications. being so loud and close to the thing. Maybe I should turn those down. For anyone who wants to know, a yellow card just got called on Brazil. And was that a successful baby skip? Only the top level strats from Galamaz today. Oh no! I missed looking at Galamaz. I missed what killed J-Chalk. Oh no, send J-Chalk back to the beginning. Meanwhile, Galamaz easily getting past Mother Brain 1. About to head into Mother Brain 2, which should not be a problem. But J-Chalk has not forfeit, so it looks like he's still going to go through and try to finish this race from the beginning. And we've also got Gunnar back. Making his way out of Lower Norfair. Headed to Turian, presumably. Before he takes. No successful Mother Brain 2 for Gala, so it should be home free from here. Barring any commentary, curse, catastrophe in the escape, which I don't foresee happening. Gala should be getting out of here in a couple minutes. Yeah, props to Jay, props to all of these runners. I know if it were me in that position, I probably would not have started over. I'd have taken the forfeit. But big props to Galen and to Jay for restarting after taking those deaths. And of course, big props to Gala for running a great race so far. See in chat, there's discussion of whether baby skip is intended. Of course, I can't say for sure. I would imagine that was one of the things that was probably noticed, was possible, but it doesn't hurt the game to leave it in. And Galamaz is exacting his revenge on the organic robotic chicken monster. About to make his way to the escape, and we'll have to see. Unless he gets sniped by somebody off screen, I think that will be our first place finisher. Yep. A little bit of a spoiler, but yeah, Galamaz finishing in first place. Anyway, getting that last move fall of the game. Armed Gunnar making it to G4. And with an official SRL time of 45 minutes 25 seconds, Gala just won this race with first place and apparently improved their race PB by 4 seconds. Which is always dope. Nothing like a race PB. The GG to Gala. Yeah, that's a fantastic time. That's a fantastic time, period, for old route especially. Yeah, let's get those GGs for Gala. That was a great run. It wasn't even particularly Maka S at any point. Just overall good, solid run. The likes of which your poor commentator will never reach. Oh, shit. And of course, if you want any more any percent action, be sure to tune in for the Super Metroid any percent tournament, which I believe is still accepting signups, and that starts on when does that start? The 16th. I should probably know this. Yeah, starting the 16th. And I believe you can still sign up. I want to say up until the 12th. But yeah, and accepting runners of all skill levels, all experience. Just fun time to have by everybody. If you like running any percent, you like Super Metroid, might as well go ahead and hop into the tournament. You're gonna have a good time. Let's see if I can re-up this stream, because I think I might have gotten behind. Armed Gunners taking his rainbow beam, which means it successfully completed Mother Brain 2. Galen is heading into his Dragon fight, having successfully completed Batoon. 4 tanks in tow. And J-Chalk's headed back into Kraid. Whoa. We still have not haven't had a second place finish, so nobody sniped Armed Gunner yet. But there were a couple people who were pretty close in the race who aren't being restreamed. So I expect to see a number of done finishes right around the same time, within seconds of each other. J-Chalk missing this quick quill too, unfortunately. Seems like it's a bit more difficult to pick up on the second time around. Got sub 55 coming from Arm Gunner from the looks of it. Oh, Flow South. We have a finish in the IRC. Flow South 8 finishing in second place with a time of 51 minutes 50 seconds. It's another race PB by 3 minutes 56 seconds. That's almost a 4-minute PB. So we're about to finish up. Okay. We'll keep the spoilers off the stream. And bless RNG for the Steam. And jumping on the ship, we have Arm Gunner finishing in third place with a time of 53 seconds, or 53 minutes, 1 second. Canadian Isle finished directly behind with 53 minutes, 20 seconds, 19-second difference. They were really close going into Torian. And apparently Owl just improved their PB by 33 seconds also. So GG to Owl. GG to all of our finishers so far. To Gala, to Flow South, to Gunner, to Owl. Especially those like 3 out of 4 race PBs. Oh wait, what? He's done. He's done. So, with the runners we still have in the race, Gillen just picked up Plasma Beams, about to head down to Norfair, take out the Pelican. And then take off from the planet. Yeah, follow all of these runners, especially our finishers and are runners who have decided to continue racing even after taking those fairly late deaths. Okay, did he get that? No, he didn't go for it. Meanwhile, J-Chalk going down to get his speed booster, and Galen using his speed booster to quickly make his way through that roam. Headed over to go to the lava dive room. Of course, it doesn't have to lava dive with gravity and space jump. Not throwing shade at people who forfeit. I'm not throwing shade at anyone who forfeits. I forfeit literally all the time. I'm forfeiting right now by not joining this race in the first place. But I do want to celebrate the runners who took the deaths and continue racing. And again, if you want to join in on the action, we've got 4 weekly any percent races, in addition to the 2 races weekly that are of a rotating category that are getting restreamed on Speed Gaming, and the any percent tournament starting on the 16th. I think I saw that I was wrong about it being the 12th. The signups are accepted up until the 14th. So if you like Super Metroid, which means you probably have at least a passing familiarity with any percent, feel free to join on in on the fun. It's going to be a fun and accepting environment for all. Yeah, yeah. It's funny to me how often that can happen, where you end up needing to pick up those power bombs to change just because you missed out on your count coming down into Lower North, you're headed to Ridley. Ooh, beam kill though. These beam kills though. I need to get on that level. J-Chalk again picking up early ice, and I think he picked up Spazer this time, even though he skipped it earlier, which might be a decent play just for a little added safety. Less RNG in this really fight. like us right now, or you can't really afford another hit. Okay, no, not like this. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh, Kaylin. Not like this. All right, start it up again. Oh, man. And Galen is forfeit. And Galen forfeit. That's too bad. That's rough. I don't blame him for not continuing at that point, that close to the end of the game. That's a really rough death to take. And I think it's one of those things too where you've already been through once, taking one death. Your counts off for your power bombs. Probably thinking, or nerves were just getting to him, or his thinking was off, and it just didn't get the fight that he needed out of that real fight. That's too bad. Meanwhile, it's all coming down to Jay. Yeah, GG's, Galen. He popping up in chat. They said, "Do not blame for taking that forfeit. When you take a death that late, it's kind of tough." Let's see. Studley's, yeah, just Jay is left in the race in SRL. So just waiting on the commands, headed back up to Fantoon now. Now I missed it before. Where did Jay Chalk die? Ooh. Oh. Was not expecting him to go for that strategy. With the super missile crossing the moat, Jay was trying to get the ocean spark all the way across the moat in the ocean by getting that door open and completing that shine spark all the way across, which would have cost him a bit more health, but would have been really cool. Okay, he died the Phantom. Because I was looking at I got distracted by my phone and was looking at Galamaz's screen when I looked back. So I think that was when he just finished the baby skip. Okay, so Galen is still forfeit, but he might be able to might be just trying to get a run that he's pleased with. Yeah. Yeah, follow all these runners. This is a tough game. You see just by how many deaths there were. I think that was 1, 2, 3. I think we had, what, 8 people in the race? 7 or 8 people in the race and 4 deaths. Okay, yeah. Got gooped. That makes sense. I swear Dragon's been in a mood lately. So we got Galen completing series and headed left, as is the norm for Metroid games. Any Metroid game where you start off going right is probably a pretty good game, to be honest. Might even be the third best Metroid game. Fortunately, Galen also just giving us something to listen to that's not just the death screams of of a Metroid. Picking up Morph Ball, which no Metroid run is complete without. Meanwhile, J Chalk picking up those super missiles, which I believe are his 10th or his second pack, and taking him to 10 super missiles overall. J Chalk's timer got lost when he died the first time. I think. I'm trying to remember if it was ever up. I know it hasn't been up since he restarted. So Jay's making his way through the attic. Gonna go down and get his gravity suit again. Galen working on the climb. While J Chalk gets ready to go bowling. Thanks for the race, Galen. Thanks for the stream. Sorry it worked out the way it did. GG. Big ups for going back in and giving it another shot after that first death, especially. And I see Flow South is in chat as well. GG as well for that second place finish in that race PB. I think I'm gonna. What? Okay. So we don't have audio for J Chalk. Let me check something real quick. Good grief. The next 80% race, weekly race at this time. Yeah, listen to IFB. There's always a 9 o'clock and an 11 o'clock 80% race on Fridays, and on Saturdays and Sundays there's a 1 o'clock 80% race. The next time that they're doing a 3 o'clock 80% race, unless you just wanted to make one, which is always an option. You can just have an 80% race whenever you want. All you need is two or more people who are willing to run it at this time. But the next one should be in around 4 weeks. I think they've been rotating it around. Yeah, they were doing 80% and 100%, I think, were pretty standard. And then there was some sort of randomizer and then category that was in rotation. I guess I don't want to open up another browser to try to look it up. Let's see. Chase picking up crowd will look like race will be yeah. So it should basically be the same except without the low percent ice. Those people just really want low percent ice. Which ended up being a decent race. It just got kind of marred by the timing. Let's see. I'm getting some trouble with my stream. Let's reset this so we can keep up with J Chalk. It looks like he just finished Batoon is heading over to Dragon. Oh, yes. Okay. Got my stream back. All right. So Jay is farming up, getting everything all full up for Dragon. See if he goes for that halfie again. He was practicing that recently. I'm really excited to get it. Oh, what a terrible time for a stream delay. But making his way over to his Dragon fight, hopefully surviving it this time. Waiting for Dre to show up. Oh, that was nice. Sneak in. And I was going to sneak in that super missile straight through all the goop. Okay. Yeah, you got up. Dragon isn't a particularly complex boss, but it is very difficult. Oh no, still got gooped. That goop can be one of the cheapest things in this game. Still can have goop. Looks like he's laying that power bomb a bit early. And not waiting until the goop cycle is actually done. Oh, getting health and no ammo. That's rough. This inching forward technique is interesting. I think he's got to take a little bit more damage than that. Oh, no. GG to J-Chalk. And celebrating with some dancing there. GG. So now Stray God fight is down at 1 hour 19 minutes. He'll be heading over to get his plasma and headed down to take on the Pelican. So go get his plasma and get rid of. Yeah, well, mostly. There's one racer left who's recovering from a fairly late death in the game. And so had to start over from the very beginning, just landing in the ship. And as of now, is fairly close to the end. Actually, just finished the fight that they originally died on. Let's go get a real beam. And then head out and take down the penultimate, and then ultimately the ultimate boss. And then head out and take down the penultimate, and then let's go get a real beam. ultimate, and then ultimately the ultimate boss. Get down and take down the ultimate, and then hit down the tube. Should be relatively smooth sailing from here, at least up until we get down to the Pelican. So this is just a weekly race. We do these every week. The actual any percent tournament will start on July 16th. So the actual any percent tournament hasn't started yet. This is just a weekly, I guess, exhibition race that changes categories every week. And then there's the 80% weekly races that just happen every week normally, which again are at 9 and 11 p.m. Fridays Eastern time. And on weekends, Friday or Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And these races that are restreamed on Speed Gaming are at 3 o'clock and 11 o'clock on Fridays, and those categories change. So this week is 80%, next week will be 100%. Week after that should be GT Classic, and the week after that should be some sort of randomizer. As for the actual tournament, the Super Metroid Any Percent tournament, and so I think you can sign up for that until the 14th of July, and the tournament begins on the 16th. Oh, perfect. Thank you, IFB. And it's no problem, Jay. The only problem was is I can't use your audio because I think you've got your mic on and you've got the commentary playing somewhere, which is just really annoying to me to hear my own voice repeated back out of the machine, so I had to mute you back again. Oh, right. I forgot about the relay. It was I can't use your audio because I think you've got your mic on and you've got the commentary playing somewhere, which is just really annoying to me to hear my own voice repeated back out of the machine. Perfect. Thanks, Jay. I don't know how long they're gonna have the restream up and going, but they haven't told me to stop yet. And I specifically asked the question of whether we were going to stop, so I'm assuming they were just going to go forever until all runners are done. But it looked like Jay was trying to green gate glitch into back into Meridia Escape, which would probably save some time, were it not for the fact that you can't green gate glitch in that direction, unfortunately. But yeah, I forgot all about it. Definitely tune in for the relay. Thank you to St. Firebat for pointing that out in the chat, because that should actually be pretty rad. All right, choosing to farm up at those bugs before heading down to Lower Norfair. Yeah. Whoa. Man, again, of course, lava dive is no problem when you have gravity and space jump. So should be in good shape. They just have to see how this Ridley fight's gonna go. But hopefully, at this point, with the fully powered beam, gravity, and our 4 E-tanks, we should be fine. And of course, also special thanks to Dan Elson, George Sinfield, and Masaru Okada. Without whom, this race will probably not be possible. All right, not much fear in that room when you've got space jump and high jump. Looks like Jay's gonna grab another E-tank for safety. Heading into Ridley, don't blame him, especially after taking that earlier death to Dragon. He certainly does not want to start over from the beginning at this point, I'm sure. And Jay trying to avoid having to pick up those power bombs with Shane from the looks of how deliberate those bomb placements were. And get it done without them. Alright, so we got all our suits, we got all our beams, we got 5 E-tanks, so should have little problem here. Going into Ridley. A little bit of an issue with the stream from the looks of it, but yeah, it looks like Jay's gonna farm up a little bit before heading into Ridley. Again, I don't blame him. Probably wants to go in with full health and full ammo, maybe. Have to see if he actually uses the ammo on this on Ridley, or just sticks with beams. He's got half as many power bombs as or super missiles as he would need to completely kill Ridley with super missiles. But he might opt to just use beams anyway. And there go the super missiles. It looks like he missed a few. If he gotten them all, that would have been half of Ridley's health, and he would have started to change color already, like he's doing now. Still in pretty good shape. He needs less than 10 hits from his fully powered beam. It's just kind of manga-esque because there's so much, we're missing so many frames right now. I think he will probably be fine. And resorting to power bombs. Which is something you don't see people do in any percent very often. Does he have him? Did he grab him? Yep, alright. Pelican is dead, hard part's over, with 88 health remaining. It is a good thing he picked up that E-tank. Or else he would have been he would have had to play it a little bit safer. So we've got 6 E-tanks. Ridley's dead. All there is left to do is head up to Torian. Now, another thing you rarely see, because it involves going out of your way to collect the E-tanks, but in any percent you don't usually see stand-up glitch. And if Jay decides to grab another E-tank somewhere along the way, of which there is opportunity, we might be seeing that. I doubt it, and it'll probably be waste more time going to look for an E-Tank than it will save by doing the glitch. But he does have a lot of energy, so we'll have to see. Get out with the acid. Oh, you've got wave beam. You don't need to go near the holes if you're gonna shoot them. That's okay. Making it past the Three Musketeers. About to finish up with Lower Norfair escape. Head up to Torian. Just the single bombs. Or the regular bombs, I mean. Alright, out of Lower Norfair. Go to head around and get out of Norfair. Head straight up to the surface and back down to Torian and take off. Get off this godforsaken planet. Now I wonder with this many missiles and supers with this much ammo, whether he's going to stop at the ship, and if he does, what he's going to save there as well. I would imagine he'd probably save there if he does stop there. Good mock ball on the way out. Rolled a little too far, but good. And yep, stopping refilling at the ship, which isn't a bad play. People have and still do die at Mother Brain. In this way, he's pretty much guaranteed to have the ammo he needs for Torian, for the Metroids, and for Mother Brain 1, instead of having to depend on Metroid drops in order to build up your ammo, which is possible. And not super hard, but it's still a chance. And if you're getting screwed by drops, especially if you've been getting screwed by drops already, which has happened, it's not an unreasonable decision to want to play it safe and not take that chance. And so Jay getting into Golden 4. We're just about done now. Let's see, so this, we are an hour 42 minutes in. Galen died to Phantom, and then died to Ridley, and then just kind of started over again, and then had to leave. Well, yeah, died to Phantom early, restarted, died to Ridley, and then forfeit because, of course, it's kind of late in the game to be trying to restart again. And then he restarted again. But he only made it this far. He said he had to leave and take care of something. Okay, let's see how Jay's Torian goes. Just walk right past the drop there. Oh, needs to stop Supernose doors though. Wow. Did he just get no drops from that Metroid? Wow. Wow. What are these no drops? Oh, please don't pick up that. Pick it up. Oh, no. I mean, he'll have enough. He's got plenty of ammo. It's just, it's an unnecessary chance. I mean, I don't see him losing this game. I think he's got this in the bag. Yeah. I've been thinking about putting crab supers in my run. Okay. Ballsy. To make sure he doesn't get hit by this I think Jay realized that he had nothing to lose, and so might as well go ahead and refill instead of taking the chance of taking an errant hit from that that eye door. No, just go down it. If you're gonna refill, okay. Crab Supers is a particularly quick check. And that extra ammo is helpful. I really should put them back in my run. I don't know why I took them out. But yeah. Either way, Jay should be good now. He's got plenty of ammo to take out Mother Brain 1 as long as he doesn't take an inordinate amount of damage right here. It should be good. Oh, okay. Still have plenty of ammo. And now moving into Mother Brain 2. Okay, so I enter Mother Brain 2 at 147. Shouldn't be too long now before it's back on the surface at a ship. Using that bomb strat to take out those meatballs, which is a good strat. I won't even say a lot of runners, but some runners I know, including myself, don't do that just because there's more things to think about and end up just jumping and trying to avoid whatever else happens in the air. It looks like that's Mother Brain 2. That's Rainbow Beam. He's got 3 tanks. That's Mother Brain 2. GG to J-Chalk. So yeah, GG to J-Chalk, GG to all of our runners. Galamas for the first place victory, and Race PB. Flow South for that second place finish, and Race PB. Armed Gunner for that third place finish. Coming just ahead, Owl with that fourth place finish and a Race PB. And GG's to Galen and Nighty for stepping into the race anyway. Especially to Galen for coming back after taking that unfortunate death. It's a tough game, man. It's a tough game. And there's Mother 3 down. Yeah. Oh, no problem. Thank you for racing, and thank you for listening to me blabber on for the last 2 hours almost. So the question now is whether or not Jay is going to save or kill those animals. I'm thinking he's going to save them. Yeah, Gala got a race PB by 4 seconds, according to SRL. Getting a little educated by that platform there. Nah, he's gonna save him. I bet he's gonna save him. Oh. Called it. Called it. Uh-oh. Oh no, I paused the stream. We're going to miss him actually jumping on the ship. Okay, there it is. And finishing up our race with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 52 minutes, 29 seconds. J-Chalk in 5th place. GG. GG, special GGs to J-Chalk for taking that death and coming back and still finishing it up. And I think that's it. Oh man, I keep accidentally pausing my stream. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for letting me commentate. Follow all of the runners. Galamaz, Galen, J-Chalk, Arm Gooner, Canadian Owl, who was running not on stream, Nighty, Insane Firebat, who was running not on stream. Join the Any Percent race. If you like Any Percent or you like these races, join and or watch and or participate somehow in the Any Percent race. You can still sign up for that. That is starting on the 16th. There's also the relay, which is starting on the 14th. Yeah, join the Discord, come hang out, play Super Metroid, watch Super Metroid, play me in a randomizer. Thanks for stopping by. Follow those runners. I've been Easy Danger. Hope you guys had a good time. Yeah, GG J-Chalk. Thanks for racing. Yeah, like I said, I've been Easy Danger. Hope you guys had a good time. We are off. Oh wait, not quite.